Sealtest presents Sealtest Variety Theater. Yes, it's Sealtest Variety Theater, starring Dorothy Lamour, Eddie Bracken, and our special guest, the Queen of Comedy, Joan Davis, with Henry Russell in the orchestra and the Crew Chiefs Quartet. But right now, here's our gal Thursday, the singing star of our show, Dorothy Lamour.
Thanks, John. Hi, everybody, and a big hello to you, Eddie Bracken.
And hello to you, Dottie. Applause.
Here we go. Eddie, wasn't this simply the most beautiful day? It was glorious just being alive.
You call this living?
I worked in the garden this morning, and in the afternoon I drove down to the beach and just sat there watching the blue Pacific gleaming in the sunshine. How did you spend the day?
I did the laundry.
The laundry? Eddie, what are you talking about?
Well, for 2 weeks now, my laundress hasn't shown up, so I took all the stuff down to the laundromat on the corner.
I've never been in one. What are they like?
Oh, you should see this place. About 50 washing machines. And they got a big jukebox there.
Oh.
By mistake, I threw all my laundry into the jukebox.
Oh, no. What happened?
Now I'm the only guy in Hollywood with a long pair of playing shorts. I ruined that. Let's go back.
Oh, no. What happened?
Well, I'm the only guy in Hollywood now with a pair of long playing shorts. In fact, that was so good, I think we ought to do it again.
You know, I've been thinking, Eddie, don't you think it's about time you settled down, got married, and had a loving wife who would take care of all those things for you?
Yeah, it's a funny thing that you should say that, Dottie. I've been wanting to talk to you about that for a long, long time.
What do you mean?
Well, I thought that maybe you and I, that is, I and you, if you and I got married...
You through? You mean just the two of us?
Well, that's the usual number, isn't it?
Oh, Eddie, I think you're a darling. I'm terribly fond of you, but I think of you as a pal, a brother.
Well, tell me the truth, Dottie. Don't you ever think of me as a man?
I don't know. How does a man think of you?
Dottie, look, I think you should get married, too, you know, and you need a man. Someone who can take care of you, make your life comfortable.
But I am comfortable. I have some government bonds, a car, a lovely home in Beverly Hills, and a beach house.
Dottie, let me take you away from all that.
Oh, Eddie, let's stay friends, huh?
Look, let's not dismiss me so lightly. Let's talk it over, huh?
It's no use. And besides, I'm expecting a friend. She should be here any minute.
Well, who are you expecting?
Joan Davis.
Where's my hat?
Now, wait a minute. What's wrong with Joan Davis?
Who said there was anything wrong with her? I just want to get out of here. Where's my hat?
As a matter of fact, Eddie, Joan would make a fine wife, and I think she's fond of you.
Fond of me? Did you say fond of me?
Mm-hmm. What's the matter?
Well, when I went to her house the other night, I rang the doorbell and the chimes played Here Comes the Bride. I was in the house 2 minutes when she said, Eddie, do you like baseball? I said I do, and I asked her if she liked it, and she said I do, and her father jumped out from behind the sofa and says, I now pronounce your man and wife. I'm telling you, Dottie, I'm getting out of here before Joan gets here. Where's my hat?
And that's Henry Russell's introduction to Careless Hands, which has made its way from the barn dance to the hit parade. Crew Chiefs, will you join me? I let my heart fall into careless hands. Careless hands that broke my heart in two. You held my dreams like worthless grains of sand. Careless hands don't care when dreams slip through. I brought you joy, and dear, I love you so. But all that sunshine didn't make the roses grow. If you don't change, the sorrow of careless hands that can't hold on to love. I brought you joy, and dear, I love you so. But all that sunshine didn't make the roses grow. If you don't change, someday you'll know the sorrow of careless hands that can't hold on to love. Careless hands that can't hold on to Get the best, get Sealtest.
Well, that's my cue to tell you about real strawberry ice cream, the Sealtest flavor of the month, but frankly, I'm at a loss for words. Say it with music. Say, that's an idea. Let's have that strawberry bar, Hank Russell. That's it, the sunny, singing flavor of real strawberry ice cream, made the famous Sealtest way. You'll never know how good ice cream can be until you dip into a dish of real strawberry. Your Sealtest dealer has it, so try it. And you'll agree it's too good for words. And whenever you crave ice cream,
Get the best, get Sealtest.
Wait, the door ain't open yet.
Hello, Dottie. Joan Davis, hello. Oh, Joan, I'm so glad to see you. When did you get back from New York?
Well, Dottie, I just got back last week. Dottie, that New York is really the town for me.
Oh, you really like New York better than Hollywood?
Oh, well, there's just no comparison. I have such a dull life here. You know, every night I read the Los Angeles newspaper, and I'm asleep by 10 o'clock. Yeah, but back in New York, I never got to sleep before 1 or 2 in the morning.
Oh, you went out every night, huh?
No, it's just that there's so much more to read in those New York papers.
Tell me, Joan, when you went to the theater, did you have any trouble with the autograph hounds?
Did I? You know, the night I went to see the opening of South Pacific, Betty Grable was there. You should have seen the mob trying to get her autograph.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah, and I noticed one little kid who couldn't get close enough, and I thought I'd give the kid a break, so I said, Sonny, I'm Joan Davis. The kid said, look, sister, if you want Betty Grable's autograph, you'll have to get in line with the rest of us.
But the trip was probably good for you. It's great to get away from your usual surroundings once in a while.
Well, I suppose it is, but you see, I really went away to forget a man. But it didn't work. I'm still in love with him.
Joan, I had no idea you were unhappy over a man. Mm-hmm. I know I have no right to ask, but who is he?
Well, in affairs of the heart, I don't like to mention names, but his initials are Eddie Bracken.
Eddie Bracken? Joan, you must be kidding.
Would that I were. But alas, 'tis so. 'Tis so. That's why I came to you, Dottie. You're the one person in the world who can help me.
I? But how?
As woman to woman, Dorothy, on bended knee, I beseech you. You must give that boy up. You must.
But Joan.
Hold it a second. I got one must left. Must. Now, now, what were you going to say, honey?
Oh, Joan, you're mistaken. I'm not in love with Eddie Bracken. I'll help you all I can.
You will?
Of course I will. But tell me, when did all this start? When did you become infatuated with Eddie Bracken?
For the very first time I saw him. I'll just never forget it, that's all. It was in a Service Self-Market. I was filling a bag with lima beans, and he was filling a bag with corn. He turned and our packages touched.
Was it love?
Yeah, and succotash, too.
Really, Joan?
Huh?
I'd love to get you together with Eddie. Tell me what you'd like me to do.
Well, whenever I'm with him, he keeps talking about you. How sweet you are, how kind, and how beautifully you dress.
So?
Well, if Eddie were to see us both together, and I was all dressed up, you see,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't look so good, and I was real sweet to him, and you were real mean, who can tell, he might change his mind.
Joan, I think that's a wonderful idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'll call Eddie and have him come over tonight. I'll do your hair, and you can wear my new Schiaparelli gown and everything that goes with it.
Wonderful.
I'll put on the worst old clothes I can find. Now, let me look at you, Joan.
Well, how do I look in this new plunging neckline?
Joan.
Huh?
Joan, you've got it on backwards.
The plunger? No wonder the small of my back is quick frozen.
Believe me, when Eddie sees you in that evening dress, he'll have to go for you.
Well, Dottie, it's wonderful of you to lend me all these beautiful clothes, but what's that stuff you got on?
Well, I borrowed the sweater from Marjorie Main. I got the sneakers from Howard Hughes, and the slacks belong to Sidney Greenstreet. And I scrubbed all of my makeup off. How do I look?
Like Joan Davis. Honestly, I hate to say this, kid, but just between us girls, you not only look like something a cat dragged up the alley, but once he got it up there, he stomped on it.
Well, when Eddie sees you alongside of me, it shouldn't be hard for him to make a choice. Joan, you look simply beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that must be Eddie. Joan, you're shaking.
Yeah, I'm as jumpy as an $18 television set.
Well, now... Now, steady yourself.
Okay.
Look, I'll go inside. You open the door for him. Then I'll come in later, and he can see how terrible I look.
Yeah, and don't forget, I'll be very sweet to him, and you be real mean to him.
Go on, Joan. Open the door for him.
Yeah, but before you leave me, take one more look. Are my lips on straight?
Mm-hmm.
Are my eyelashes on straight?
Mm-hmm. But let me look at your legs.
I'm sorry, that's the straightest I can get them.
Go ahead, open the door, Joan. I'll go in the next room. Good luck.
Coming! Why, Eddie, how sweet of you to drop in.
Joan!
A bit of a surprise seeing me. Hey, what?
Joan!
Well, go ahead. Say it.
What are you doing here?
Well, I knew you'd be glad to see me.
What's that outfit you're wearing? What, are you going to a masquerade?
A masquerade? Why, dear boy, Madame Schiaparelli made this gown and shipped it from France by Airmail Express.
She sure was anxious to get it out of the country, wasn't she?
But, Eddie, I wore it just for you.
Look, Joan, why don't you take a lesson from Dottie Lamore? Now, she dresses right. She always looks beautiful.
Yep. She always looks beautiful, don't she? Wait a minute, I'll call her in. Dottie! Oh, Dottie!
Coming, Joan.
Dottie.
Oh, so it's you.
Dottie, you look so beautiful.
So beautiful. There's something wrong here. Dottie, go out and come in again, will you?
Okay.
Dottie! Oh, Dottie!
Coming, Joan.
Dottie.
Oh, so it's you.
Gee, you look so beautiful.
That's what he said. That's what the man said. That's just what the man said.
I've seen you look gorgeous before, but never like tonight. Boy, those slacks. Where in the world have I seen a pair of slacks like those before?
Maybe on Sidney Greenstreet?
You mean you like them?
Like them. Why, in those slacks, you could be one of the 10 best-dressed women in America.
In those slacks, there'd be room for all 10 of them.
Dottie, darling, look. I had to come over to tell you how much I love you.
Why don't you beat it, Bud? Can't you see you're just wasting your
Eddie,
time?
my sweet, don't let her talk to you so mean like that.
Quiet, will you? I don't want to hear a word she says. I don't... That's the end
Read
of
that
that.
one over
yeah.
again, too.
I said, quiet, please. I don't want to miss a word she says. Now, what were you saying, darling?
You're wasting my time, and if I catch you around here again, I'll sick the dogs on you. Those dogs will tear you apart.
Oh, Eddie, darling, let me take you in my arms and kiss you. Why?
Quiet. Dottie, dear. Tell me about the dogs again, Dottie.
Eddie Bracken, I've had enough of you. I never want to see you again. Never, never. Get out. Get out.
Anything you say, but I love you like all get out. Love you. Love you.
Out.
Love you.
Say, Dottie,
What, Joan?
do you mind if I try on those slacks?
I can't understand it, Joan. We did everything as planned. It should have worked, but it was all for naught.
Yep, that's what everybody says. Naughts to me. Well, thanks for everything, Dottie, but I guess it's no use.
Oh, don't give up so easily, Joan. There must be something. I've got it. Make him jealous.
Make him jealous? With what? The live bait boat closes at 6 o'clock. Well, I guess I'll never be much of a lover.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I saw you kiss Gregory Peck in a picture, and that wasn't just a peck.
Yeah?
Those kissing scenes were terrific. What technique. Where did you learn such lip movement?
I watched Lassie eating a sticky Tootsie Roll.
Well, I still say the best way to get Eddie is to make him jealous. Call up Central Casting, send for a tall, handsome man. He'll make believe he wants to elope with you. Make sure Eddie Bracken knows about it, and I'll bet you'll get some action. Eddie's a swell fella, Joan. You ought to trap him. Gee, it's great when a girl finds the right man. I'm in love with a wonderful guy. I'm as corny as Kansas in August. I'm as normal as blueberry pie. No more a smart little girl with no heart. I have found me a wonderful guy. I am in a conventional dither with a conventional star in my eye. And you will note there's a lump in my throat when I speak of that wonderful guy. I'm as trite and as gay as a daisy, and may a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as a moon, happy night pouring light on the dew. I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy.
I'm as trite and as gay as a daisy, and may a cliche coming true. I'm bromidic and bright as a moon, happy night pouring light on the dew.
I'm as corny as Kansas in August, high as a flag on the 4th of July. If you'll excuse an expression I use, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love with a wonderful guy.
Get the best, get Sealtest.
Get real strawberry ice cream, the Sealtest flavor of the month. It's a springtime flavor symphony. Rich velvet smooth ice cream with the flavor of real sun-ripened strawberries, as fresh and cooling as a mountain brook. And winding all through it, luscious bits of juicy, red-ripe strawberries. That's the Sealtest flavor of the month for May. A springtime flavor symphony, so refreshing, so smacking good, you'll call for encores again and again. For a treat you'll sing about and shout about, get real strawberry ice cream at your Sealtest soda fountain. And always,
Get the best, get Sealtest.
as we return, the girls, Dottie and Joan, are conniving on the phone.
Well, I did like you told me, Dottie. Central Casting is sending over a tall, handsome actor who's going to make believe he's going to elope with me.
Good. I'm expecting Eddie Bracken over here any minute now. See to it that he goes right over to your house. When he gets there, have this actor put it on thick.
Well, there's the doorbell, Dottie. It must be my actor.
All right. I'll see to it that Eddie comes over. Goodbye.
Bye. Coming.
How do you do?
How do I do what? What do you want?
Well, I'm Herbert Simpson. Central Casting sent me over.
You? But I told him I wanted a man 6'4".
Oh, darn them. They're always making mistakes. I'm 4'6".
Oh, this is the end. But I don't know which one.
Well, I can go if you don't want me.
No, come on in. We'll do the best we can, I guess.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Well, you're supposed to be madly in love with me. You think I'm beautiful. You want to elope with me.
You know something?
What?
Maybe I am too short for this job.
No. No, wait a minute. Come on back. Look, Eddie Bracken's coming over here sometime tonight, and when he gets here, I want him to think we're eloping. As soon as he gets here, you kiss me on the forehead.
How am I going to get up there?
Look, I'll come down a little and you come up a little. Now, let me explain to you. No matter what Bracken says, you say, darling, time is fleeting. Come fly with me. Flee with me. You get it?
Yeah. Darling, time is fleeing. Come fly with me, my fleet.
No. Fly is timing. Come fleet with me, my fleet. No. Fleeting time is darling. Flight. Come on now, let's start all over. You got me doing it.
Dottie, I thought the whole thing over. We were not meant for each other. What I need is a simple girl. So I decided on Joan Davis.
You did?
Yeah. After all, where can you find anyone more simple than that? I'll admit she's not the prettiest girl in the world, and she might not be the smartest, but she has other things.
Like what?
Well, she has... she's got...
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't rush me. I'll think of something. Anyway, I'm going right over to her house and ask her to marry me. Wish me luck.
Good luck, Eddie. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I'd better get Joan right on the phone. She'd better get rid of that eloping actor before Eddie gets there. Oh, why can't I get that number? Operator! What's wrong with that number? What's that? That number's out of order. Oh, no!
Fleet is timing. Fly. No, that's not it. Darling, time is fleeting. Come fly with me. Flee with me. I made it.
Yeah, you finally got it. Now, listen, when Bracken gets here, remember, you keep saying that. I want him to think that must be him now. Now, remember.
Okay.
Hello, Joan. I'm awfully glad you're home.
Oh, nice of you to drop in. Eddie, I'd like you to meet Herbert Simpson.
Oh, hello, Mr. Simpson. Glad to know you.
Darling, time is fleeting. Come fly with me. Flee with me.
But this is so sudden. We've just met.
Not to him, you dope. To me.
Darling, time is fleeting. Come fly with me. Flee with me.
Oh, Herbert, you impetuous beast, you.
Joan, I came over here to tell you that I loved you, that I...
Oh, darling, time is fleeting. Come fly.
Stop with the flies, will you? What was that, Eddie? What'd you say there, Eddie?
Well, I thought it all over, Joan,
Yeah.
and you're the only girl
Yeah.
for me, so I
Yeah.
thought that I'd
Flee
come over...
with me.
Stop with those fleas, will you? Eddie, you don't mean
Yes,
mean
when
that
I
you...
came over here, I thought that you were the only girl in the world for me, Joan.
It's time to fly.
Will you get
to
lost,
flee.
kid?
I can see now that you're in love with this man, so
Oh,
I'll
but
just...
Eddie, you don't understand. This kid's full of fleas. I don't want him. He's a mess. I was only...
It's no use,
How?
Joan. Don't try to soften the blow. It's all my own fault. I'm just a little too late. I'll go now. Out of your life forever.
Oh, Eddie, come back here. I can explain everything.
Well, how did I do?
Great. And second thought, just wash up.
But
Right back where I started from. I lost the only man in the world for me.
Joan, I tried to call you, but your phone's out of order. What happened? How'd you make out?
Well, it's all over, Dottie. Tell me, what have I got that you haven't got?
No, Joan. You mean, what have I got that you haven't got? You've got it backwards.
Yep, I guess that's it. I got it backwards. Oh, and you've been sweet to me, but I guess I've lost my man. Eddie has gone out of my life forever. I'll become a hermit. I'll go away to a place where nobody will ever hear of me again.
But, Joan, where will you go?
I'll do a comedy show on NBC.
It was swell having you back with us again, Joan. Good luck to you on your new radio show, which starts soon on another network. Well, you nice people in the audience, next week we have another brilliant star visiting us, so if you'll stand by for just about a minute, we'll tell you who it's going to be.
The safety experts say the safest manufacturing plant is also the best and most efficient plant. And that's how we at National Dairy feel about it, too. Our safety program is designed to protect employees by reducing accidents. It is promoted through special campaigns and by education. And here in brief is what we've been able to accomplish so far. The number of accidents involving National Dairy employees is now less than half what it was 18 years ago, and last year was the best ever. The safety record for National Dairy plants in 1948 was 22% better than the average for all dairy companies. And we had 1/3 fewer traffic accidents than the dairy industry as a whole. Now, the credit for this marked achievement goes largely to the effort and cooperative spirit of the 45,000 men and women who make up the National Dairy team. This safety record is also a reflection of the skill and care with which these employees go about the job of turning out National Dairy products that are high in quality, providing foods that are so important to health and growth, serving the greatest number of people at the lowest possible cost. And now here again is your mistress of ceremonies, Dottie L'Amour.
Well, next Thursday, Eddie Bracken, the whole gang, and I will be back for another performance in our Sealtest Theater. Joining us is a fellow who is the talk of the moviegoers all over the country, the champion, Kirk Douglas. I know we're in for some real two-fisted comedy. To our guest star tonight, Joan Davis, our sincere thanks. Joan, your appearance contributes to a fine cause, the establishment of the American Federation of Radio Artists Welfare Insurance Fund. And now, on behalf of Eddie Bracken, Dink Trout, who played Herbert Simpson, Henry Russell, the crew chiefs, and all of us, this is Dorothy L'Amour inviting you to be with us again next Thursday at the same time. In the meantime, we'll be thinking of you.
Tonight's Sealtest Variety Theater was written by Howard Harris and Sidney Zelinka. Direction is by Glenn Hall Taylor. Eddie Bracken may soon be seen in the Warner Brothers picture The Girl from Jones Beach. Tune in again next Thursday evening when Sealtest again presents Sealtest Variety Theater, starring Dorothy L'Amour and Eddie Bracken, and as our guest, Kirk Douglas. Sealtest Incorporated and associate companies are divisions of National Dairy Products Corporation. This is John Lang speaking.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.